In life, we all have to put on a mask. When you get to work, you have to mask yourself and be more professional. Or when you're at the doctor's office, you have to, mask yourself and be more, you know, honest about what's really going on with your body so they can give you a proper diagnosis. But these type of people mask themselves as kind, nice, sweet, genuine people. When on the flip side, they're hidden abusers. They're narcissists, sociopaths, psychopaths. They covertly like do evil shit to you or orchestrate evil tactics or put themselves in your life like as a evil doer. Basically, a lot of these people, orchestrate evil things against you and they put that mask back on to the public like, oh, they're this nice, kind person, and you're trying to ruin their character. So I'm going to just allow you guys to see some of the things that I have to go through covertly, and it's very disturbing. Just take a look. So, as I stated in the prior video, these kind of people don't have genuine, authentic friendships. From day one, they're doing slick shit behind your back or evil shit behind your back, talking about you behind your back, trying to get you in your worst form behind your back. Now, unbeknownst to me, this very toxic, manipulative individual who tries to, keep her mask on was already in the inbox of individuals that I had on my friends list. Mind you, I had my friends hidden on Facebook. So therefore, from day one, you covertly hacked me and was invading my privacy probably from the day I met you. Who knows? But why are you adding guys that are on my friend list? How do you know that I'm not intertwined with this guy or having sex with this guy? Or how do you know I don't like this guy? But unbeknownst to me, you're a toxic, obsessive person, so you're adding people that I know and guys that I know. So unfortunately for me, the mask had already slipped with this individual and myself. You know, I was, disclosing a few things about my personal life because when I met this individual, I was really down bad. I had just ended a, abusive relationship. I had became a single mother after a 7-year relationship. My mom started to get really sick. Like I had basically lost everything. Like I was just going through a lot. So unbeknownst to me, unprovoked, this person just gets to discussing my business subliminally on their Facebook. So I confront this individual, and of course, they tried to, manipulate the situation and claim that they weren't talking about me. But if you told somebody your business verbatim and they're repeating it verbatim, they're talking about you. So, unbeknownst to me, like I said, these people never have a genuine friendship with you. So, this individual, mind you, all of my friends are hidden. Being that my friends list is hidden, unbeknownst to me, you were keeping a very close eye on me. Either you were lurking around on my page in the comments or you have been covertly hacking me since day one. Because, like I stated in the prior video, these people are never your friend. They're digging for dirt the moment they met you. So, being that me and you have some kind of, bond going on, why are you going and adding guys off my page? So you're sitting up adding guys off my page like you don't have thousands of guys on your page. I had just started getting back on social media. And I feel like, at the end of the day, I realized this girl was not my friend. And I didn't even know that she had added guys off of my page. Once I cut off contact with this individual, like I stated, these sociopathic females are very toxic. So I guess she feel like, how dare you create boundaries with me and don't want to be my friend? So she began stalking me. So when I began speaking out about it, because it was just very bizarre for somebody that I don't know like that. When I ended the friendship, that should have been the end of it. You begin stalking me, harassing me, and now I'm getting cyber stalked and harassed. And, just all of this stuff is just happening out the blue. And I'm wondering where it's coming from. So, my aunt was like, who is this girl? So I showed her who the girl is. Unbeknownst to me, my aunt realizes that, oh, you have some mutual friends with this girl, you know. And this guy I was talking to in a romantic way and just some other family members that she don't even know. So why are you even attaching yourself to people that I know and you don't know. And I think it's just very weird for you to be adding guys that I talk to because you don't know if I'm talking to this guy romantically, if I got some love for this guy. Like, so you just a snake off top. Like, why are you even involving yourself with any guy that I talk to? When you are supposed to be cool like that. So why are you messing yourself with guys that I talk to? I just think that's weird. But like I said, from day one, these are not your genuine friends. They're digging for dirt. And, like I said, they put themselves on this, they have this fake confidence and they think they so above everybody, this false confidence. So I guess she figured she down bad if he'll talk to her. Oh, he'll definitely talk to me. They just looking to hurt people, hurt people, hurt people. You're not really happy in your life, so you want to intertwine yourself in everybody else's relationship, you know, because I just think that's weird. Like, you don't even know me like that. So why are you adding my family members that you don't know? Anybody on my list that you don't know? And for once, my list is hidden. So how do you even have access to my friends? So that means you've been hacking me from what, day one? Unbeknownst to me? And like, why would you go after a guy that's on my friends list and adding him? You in a whole relationship and you talk to plenty other guys outside of your whole relationship. So you want theirs and mine too? Like, it makes no sense how toxic these type of women are. Like, they really go to extremes to like hurt people. And I just thought that was just so weird how I realized, who this person was when a mask slipped. Like, at the end of the day, why is this individual trying to add guys that are on my friends list? And when you get to speaking out about these type of people, they want to act like you're the one with the actual issues. But clearly, unbeknownst to me, this girl had a lot of psychological issues. She was going to mental health. And I didn't know how extreme her issues was, because me dealing with my little postpartum and my anxiety that I've had, since my teens, my anxiety is mild, My triggers are like deadlines and stuff like that. I don't go around doing stuff to try to damage people's lives or whatever. So, you know, when you get to speaking out about what's really going on with these people, they get to playing the victim and start spreading all kind of vicious, malicious lies against you. And I didn't know who this girl was, but I truly found out. You know, she got to playing the victim very well. This woman went to extremes of telling all kind of lies about me because I started to expose her behavior. Because after I cut her off, I would think, that was the end of everything. But that was just only the beginning of years of, stalking, her trying to humiliate me, her trying to set up fake scenarios and relationships and intertwining herself to my whole life. Any little thing that I told her about me, she used it against me and just took it to this extreme level. She's digging up old stuff that I was saying in my notes. Like, I had no idea who was invading my privacy, but I quickly learned who it was. It was her, you know. And I, partially blame myself because, I just got to telling this girl my business because she seemed really nice and sweet, but I wasn't vetting her out properly. The girl was psychotic, and I soon learned that. And you guys are going to see with evidence. Like, look at her. This is a picture of her. I had cut her off to keep her privacy. But she mysteriously became mutual friends of a guy that she know I was talking to romantically. Because if you're stalking and hacking me, you know how me and this guy is talking. So why are you adding him? Like, for one, you're already in a relationship with somebody. And secondly, you already have a lot of guys that you talk to. So you're that insecure that you see me, who's already going through some things, talking to somebody. So you want to be competitive with me when I'm at my lowest, like just had a baby, going through something. So if I'm talking to a guy, entertaining any guy, I just exited an abusive relationship. So you want to come in and try to backstab me on top of that. And then she's adding family members that she don't even know. And this is just strictly unprovoked. At the time, I had no idea that this girl had added these guys or family members because, me and her still had some kind of dealings with each other. It's only after the friendship had ended, or it wasn't even a friendship, it was like an association ended, is when, my family got involved, like, well, who is she? Because, when I started speaking out, people was like, this is weird. Like, why don't she just move on? But these type of people don't believe in creating boundaries with them because from day one, she was already crossing my boundaries, hacking and, all in my business. I'm telling her stuff and she probably already knowing stuff because she's hacked in my phone, all in my friends list, like investigating me, all in my notes. So you want your guy, my guy, that guy, this guy. I had no clue that she was adding guys that I was interested in. Unprovoked. Weird. And then, I get to speaking out about her and she want to act like she's the victim in a situation, like I'm just speaking on her for no reason. You start doing a whole bunch of weird, covert, sick ass shit to me, and then all of a sudden I start getting cyber stalked and harassed. None of this was going on until I came into contact with this individual. So after all of this is going on, you playing victim when I'm speaking out because yeah, this shit is weird. Like what the fuck is going on? I meet somebody and then they try to ruin my life. So like I said, this person was really trying to ruin my life. Start cyber stalking me using all the information that I told her against me, digging for more information. It just became really, really fucking weird. So when I'm speaking out about it, she act like I'm saying shady posts. No, I'm just speaking facts. I'm speaking the truth about you. But I don't know if she never thought that I would say anything. She met me when I was at a really vulnerable state. So me, trying to vent and, befriend somebody because I really had nobody to talk to. I'm going through postpartum with this new baby. I got two babies in diapers by myself after ending a 7-year relationship. So I'm heartbroken, postpartum. My mom is chronically ill. Like I'm going through a lot. So this, like basically this girl, is steady comparing her lifestyle to mine when I'm at my lowest. I just had a baby. For you to even try to comfort me at that moment in my life was lame as fucking pathetic. Like that's when you felt the need to try to compete with a person when they're going through a hard time. I just think it's pathetic. These type of women have this false sense of confidence. It's really just insecurity masked and trying to put somebody down that's going through something. I was going through a lot in my life at the time, and for you to try to pick this vulnerability or this mishap that I was having or this hardship as a competition or trying to compete with me is just pathetic as fuck to me. Like, get real. And then for you to be even adding guys that are on my list, trying to add to my trauma is just sick. And like I said, unbeknownst to me, this girl had me hacked and stalking me the whole time trying to gather information. And here she is in the YouTube comments, saying me as a fire sign, she's a fire sign. Everybody always think I want their person. Well, what the fuck am I supposed to think when unbeknownst to me, you're adding guys that are on my hidden friends list? So for one, how do you even have access to my friends list? And secondly, why are you even adding any guys that I'm talking to? Don't you think it's kind of strange for you to be trying to be in a mix with guys that I'm talking to and you in a whole fucking relationship that you're cheating on your man and you doing the most, but you want your man, another man, and mine too? But that's how these sociopaths are. They want to feel like, I'm above her. She going through a lot. She ain't really looking her best. I'm killing her. Putting herself on this weird ass pedestal when I'm going through the most. I just had a baby, postpartum, abusive relationship. Like, I'm in my bonnet phase. Like, I stripped down. I'm not really into what I'm even looking like at the moment. So you want to compete with me at my lowest? Like, bitch, get real. You're pathetic and you're lame. And a bitch like that, I have no respect for because, yeah, I was going through something and you should have gave me grace. But, you didn't raise both of your kids. So you don't know how it feels to have two kids in diapers at the same time while you dealing with postpartum. Your mama sick, you can't really work. You don't really know what you're going to do. You just trying to figure it out. And for you to try to use that against me, that's fucking pathetic. And why are you in the comment section stalking me and harassing me, knowing I'm already going through something? I was supposed to create boundaries and put boundaries up with you because why are you talking about me? It's nothing to talk about. I'm going through everyday things trying to figure out life as a new mom again after ending an abusive relationship. Like, that's commendable. I stepped out of the relationship to do it by myself. I'm here to help my mom as she's fighting a, chronic illness. And I'm just trying to, you know, handle it and keep it all together, going through some of the hardest times in my life. So for you to try to be competitive with me and try to speak down on me and come for me and talking about look at you, you look this, you look that. Bitch, I really wouldn't give a fuck what you think because when I really got to know this woman, she was very superficial with this false sense of confidence, worried about the dumbest shit when I'm trying to fight for my stability and my mental state. I'm not worried about if you got your fucking nails done and I don't have my hair done. Bitch, I don't care. I'm trying to be sane after, dealing with postpartum. I've never been through nothing like that. And you tell a person what you're going through, they take it and run with it like you're just really suffering from this extreme depression and anxiety, like just adding extremes to it. I was just totally really blindsided about who this person really was. Unbeknownst to me, I knew the girl had went to mental health. I went to mental health too, to figure out, how I was gonna heal from being postpartum with a new baby, and just cope with life. But shit, she going there because she really got some psychological issues. But this is all my fault from not really getting to know this person and having them all in my business. And when I began to speak out about the extremes that this girl was like bringing into my already chaotic life, I'm already dealing with trauma. And here come this mental patient trying to just add to that. I was just mind blown and blindsided like, who the fuck am I dealing with? Who the fuck is this person? So, to discredit me and try to make me look bad and try to put herself on this false pedestal that she's not even fucking on. Because what do you have accomplished? Nothing. She want to try to say that I'm autistic. I have autism. And, she tried to use that weak excuse because when she got to telling these extreme lies on me after confronting her, I didn't want to go back and forth with somebody that's just like speaking in tongues, if you ask me, because what the fuck are you talking about? Like, this person started saying a whole bunch of weird stuff about me, like as if I'm mentally unstable. I have bipolar disorder. I'm schizophrenic. All this weird stuff. And as you can see, in the comments, she basically saying, you conveniently attractive. And then on this fake page, conveniently attractive. So when I'm telling everybody about what you're really doing to me, that you're really doing, because here's the fucking receipts once again, I'm lying and I'm autistic and I'm this and I'm that. And instead of just owning her shit, but of course she can't own some weird ass shit like that. So the girl tried to, come up with this extreme lie that is as if I was attracted to her and I wanted her. She's a slimmer girl and I'm a plus size girl. But like I said in my other video, I've never wanted to be skinny or slim. I always enjoyed having a thicker plus size body. So since I'm the bigger of the two, when I get to speaking on what you're really doing to me, I want you. Now I'm sexually attracted to you all of a fucking sudden because I'm speaking the truth and want you to stay the fuck away from me. So that's the best you can do, to try to act like I want you. And that's why I started to get quiet and not argue and go back and forth with her. Because when I confronted her, she started going on this extreme rant like I wanted to eat her out and stay off of her dick. And I'm like, bitch, I'm telling you to quit following me and stalking me, as I should have the human right to say. So these are some of the fake accounts that this individual had made. And unbeknownst to me, I had no clue these were even about me because she was the one that was obsessed with me and my business and stalking and hacking and tracking me. So for her to try to flip the scenario like as if I was obsessed with her and the thought of me and making her squirt, like all this weird shit that this girl had came up with to try to hide her lies that she wasn't stalking me was just insane to me. Like, you went this route just because you're bisexual, that I want you and all this sick ass shit. And to even be thinking like that, bitch, you're the one thinking weird like that. To even be making these pages is just disturbing to me. Like, if you really just think about it, like, you're the one that's probably thinking like that, bitch, because that didn't cross my mind. When a bitch get to acting weird and stalking and obsessively, intervening in my life, I'm not, ooh, I like her. Bitch, I don't want nothing to do with you. I want you to stay your creepy, weird ass the fuck away from me. Because like I said, I didn't know this girl was wrapped too tight. But clearly, as y'all can see, these pages, this all started with her. None of this stalking, hacking, tracking was going on in my life till I encountered this girl. And it's like my life ain't never been the same. I'm still being stalked actively. And she try to make it like she's innocent. But look at these fucking pages. None of this sick shit was going on until I encountered this girl. And I'ma stand on that. This is all her behind these accounts. Or it started with her. Then she linked up with everybody else I don't fuck with. Cause if you hacking and tracking me, you know who my enemies are as well. So I think all these bitches all linked up and got to doing a bunch of weird shit. And I'ma just show y'all, I'ma just break down some of these pages and just show y'all what I had to endure, on top of all the other stuff that I was trying to deal with and navigate life. This girl really put herself on this pedestal in her fucked up, distorted mind that I wanted her and all this weird shit. But there's no way she could have fucking thought that. Because I really wanted nothing to do with her. And she gets prettier every time I look at her like, girl, what? And I'm a slut for her. And all this weird shit. You're thinking very motherfucking weird, bitch. Because me not wanting nothing to do with you ain't giving obsession. This girl was just displaying a lot of sociopathic behavior, like I said, in this quote that I had, found. Stalking is not normal behavior. It shows a person with a lack of boundaries. Like it shows a person that's clearly suffering from some psychological issues and mental illness. Because for you to try to flip it that I want you because I'm speaking and telling my truth and, you know, I felt just fucking violated because I'm going through the worst shit I've ever been through in my life. And I got this girl attacking me and harassing me and adding extremes to the story and just really just going there. When I'm trying to really just get my life together, my mind back right. And I feel like what I'm going through is no conversation piece. For a bitch to even be lame enough to try to bring up my life and try to discuss me when they got a whole bunch of abnormal, dysfunctional shit going on in their own life. It's just pathetic and it's fucking sad. People really want to try to comfort you when you're doing bad or you're at your lowest. And I feel like I had every right to be trying to heal and be depressed and sad. I'm a new mother, leaving an abusive relationship. Like those are everyday things that a lot of women have went through. For you to try to take that and run with it and make it a conversation piece just shows how weak, insecure, and pathetic you are. That you want to try to come for a bitch and try to compete with me and try to holler at who I'm hollering at and like trying to involve yourself in my life and cyber stalking me about all the stuff that I'm going through when I was literally getting punched in my face and trying to cope with all this trauma that I have been through that is totally normal. And at the time, I didn't even know that I was involved with a fucking psychopath. I'm on the phone having therapy sessions. This girl just crossing my boundaries, just sitting up listening to the sessions. I'm getting deep about the trauma that I've experienced, how I'm trying to heal. And I got this weirdo on the other end eating that up, using that as venom against me. I mean, this bitch is sick as fuck. And this is just only the beginning of the years of shit that I was put through because I was in the same frequency as this person, around this person very closely, and I had no idea that this person was fucking weird and they was a low life. So of course, if somebody's doing worse than them because they ain't accomplished shit in their life, oh, they gonna eat that up and really try to come for you. But you trying to act like I want you and I'm obsessed with you when you're the one. I'm just speaking the fucking truth, and the facts of the matter is you started stalking me and being obsessive with my life. I don't know what the fuck your issue was or what you're dealing with or what psychological disorder you have, but clearly you're the one with a very severe mental illness because why is you trying to use my domestic violence and my postpartum and my mother being chronically ill as a conversation piece. That just shows that you have a lack of fucking direction and empathy and you got some kind of mental illness. Because why are you making fake accounts and harassing me about the real life traumatic stuff that I'm going through? And then trying to add to that trauma, trying to holler at guys that I'm talking to behind my back, you know, putting yourself above me and all that. Look at you. You look toe up. You ain't got your hair done. Bitch, do you think I really give a fuck if I'm suffering from postpartum and I'm have a new mama? I got a newborn. I don't give a fuck if my hair and nails ain't done, bitch. I'm trying to heal. But you worried about this superficial ass bullshit because that's all you got. Hanging with these project ass bitches that don't have nothing, you know. Then you want to come around me and I've accomplished some things and think you're better than me because at the time I'm in my bonnet phase, you know. I'm trying to heal, you know. I'm going through something that's real life shit. But you're worried about, oh, your toes ain't done. Your hair ain't done. Who the fuck cares? I'm trying to make sure that I'm taking care of my son properly, fighting this postpartum that I've never had a day in my life. But you know, dealing with people like that and just knowing how superficial they are, they got themselves on this false sense of like superiority and all of this bullshit. Ain't accomplished a thing, no education, nothing going on. But you get around me when I'm down and out. My mama fighting for her life. I'm a single mother. After getting punched in my fucking face, losing everything, you trying to compete and come for me. That makes you one of the lamest, pathetic bitches I've ever encountered in my fucking life. To try to use my vulnerabilities and my mishaps against me in that state. Girl, bye. You were already toxic, invading my privacy since the moment I fucking met you. You were already intrusive and digging for info and trying to see what was true and not true and trying to just paint me as this bad person because you ain't did shit in your life. So you hear the little things I've accomplished and you want to check facts and see what's really going on. You're a sick ass bitch like most of these sociopathic females. And to be even trying to comfort somebody in a superficial matter, knowing that they're going through something that's hard, you know, dealing with that type of stuff is traumatic and it's, you know, of course I was vulnerable. Of course I was going through postpartum and I was depressed. These are facts. It's nothing to really talk about. But let's talk about how you have a severe mental illness and you ain't going through nothing but sitting on your ass, sitting up stalking and harassing people. Now that's what we need to be talking about. Why the fuck are you doing that? Answer that. And you know, you have grown ass women that are pushing 40 worried about why you ain't doing your hair. I'm fighting to even want to deal with my son. I've never felt like that in my life. To have a baby and not even want the baby when it's just a baby that's an innocent baby. Postpartum is hard, it's extreme. But I got a bitch worried about me having a scarf on, not wanting to do my hair. Bitch, I'm literally fighting for my mental health. But I got your mentally ill, toxic, corrupted ass all in the mix trying to enmesh yourself in my life and trying to have something to talk about because you ain't never did shit in your own life. So to see somebody that's going through some shit, oh, you feel the need to try to compete with them because they're really going through it. You're doing better than them. Of course you're doing better than me at that moment, bitch. I was going through hell and back. But the fact that you picked that moment to try to compete with me shows your true character and shows how lame of a bitch you are. And then she's on the page. This is my breaking point. I give up. Bitch, what you need to do is give up stalking people and go do something with your funky ass life. Because motherfuckers like this just make you really want to do something to them, but it's illegal, you know. The only reason why I haven't put my hands on this girl in a violent manner is I love my kids. And you know, she always want to sit up and speak on my kids too, trying to act like I'm so uncomfortable being a single mom and all this weird, exaggerated bullshit that never came out of my mouth. I didn't have an issue being with a single mom. I had an issue with being abused and being punched in the face by a man that you supposed to be in love with. Now, me staying in that environment, you would have liked it that. because you seem to like when people going through trauma and you trying to add on to it. I mean, I encountered the most sickest mentally ill bitch I've ever experienced in my life. And this is just only the beginning of the years of shit that I was put through by this girl. And she linked up with all my ops that was hating on the bitch when I finally got my life together. They all grouped up and really tried to come for me. I've never had an issue with going out being a single mother. This girl always trying to think for me. And me speaking facts on this sick, toxic, sociopathic, psychotic individual who has no fucking life that's trying to use my traumatic experiences as a conversation piece, which is the lamest shit. You ain't accomplished shit in your life, so you see a girl going through something, so you want to sit up and try to think you're above her. Bitch, please, you'll never be me. You can die and come back to life and still won't be above me. And that ain't on no superficial shit. Just the woman in me, bitch. You'll never be on my motherfucking level. Because I have grace for a woman that was getting abused and suffering from postpartum. But a weak ass whore like you, a slutty bitch, that's only after dick and balls and nails and shit, you want to try to take that and run with it because you're a low life. But look at her, me getting my lick back. No, this is you going into a sociopathic rage because I'm speaking facts on your punk ass. And I'm just getting mad again why even making this video because I'm like, that was just so uncalled for somebody to target me when I'm already going through something, when I'm already at my lowest. It's like, beating a dead horse. Bitch, I'm barely in a fighting state. I can barely, yes, some days I can barely even get up because I'm trying to wonder why I don't want this beautiful new baby I had. It's the postpartum. Why is my mother chronically ill when I'm already suffering? That was hard. Then me trying to maneuver and take care of my kids. And it's kind of making me kind of emotional because to even go back to that state and somebody trying to come for me is just sick. Very toxic and very mentally unstable. And then want to try to make pages like this. Anything that is angering you is teaching you compassion. This girl is so lucky that just blowing somebody's brains out is illegal because I swear I've thought about it several times. Like, I was that girl that would have took her out her fucking misery. To be coming for somebody because they're going through something that's real life, that's normal, that's nothing that I asked to be going through, was very sick and disturbing. But to feel the need to be in this competition mode at all times with people that you feel that are superior to you, because I've accomplished some things in my life. And this girl knew that, you know, but she loved seeing me down and out. Because the moment I started to elevate, that bitch really went bonkers. She really went fucking insane. And this is just going to be part one. And I want y'all to excuse my French, but I do cuss. I'm raw with it. I'm just telling what I really went through. And I'm going to get to part two on when she linked up with my ops. And they all got to coming for me. Because these bitches are all just sick.